Shalom. Okay. This lesson is very serious, okay, and it's called the Spirit of Power, or basically testimony on the power of the Spirit, which is in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh is Spirit, okay? The powers are Spirit. God is Spirit, okay? You can read it in the Bible, of course. Shall we get that to start with? We can, Let me get that. And those who worship him have to worship him in spirit and truth, okay? Which we have coming down all the way from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All the way down to the so-called Mexicans, man, okay? The tribe of Issachar, man. Okay, so, so-called Latinos and Negroes, Latinos and Indians, okay, Some of the elder apostles, for example, are speckled bird Israelites, which we are, which everybody is, man, okay, you see? So we have lighter-skinned or light-skinned at all elder apostles, and also dark-skinned elder apostles, man. So what you wanna see, man? Okay, we got the truth in every last and smallest matter, man. And if you talk with wise people, you will always hear this, man. Okay, it depends on the small things, man. Not saying, like the Pharisees, you make out of a fly an elephant, but you can't see the elephant in the room, right? Not saying this, but saying that the smallest thing can change the whole matter, right? And the smallest thing can, for example, be, Negroes, Latinos and Indians have to look exactly like so-called Negroes, Latinos and Indians. What is this shit? It makes not even sense in a worldly perspective from somebody who has studied anything about science, okay? But whatever, this is not the topic. But let me get it, right? Stupid stuff, man, I don't say stupid people, I say stupid stuff, right? That's the difference, of course. And this is John 4, because I don't call people stupid, okay? That's danger of hellfire right there, alright? If you go into the word stupid, of course, blah, 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 and there are ways to call people indirectly stupid, but I don't do that, okay? I try to do it not, and it's best for you to do it not also, okay? John 4:24, God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. You see? So it's simple, man. Okay. Philippians 4:13, okay, this is the main thing that I want to get, because sometimes, you really ask yourself in the morning, okay, having a hard life to wake up, you ask yourself, how can I get up, man? I try, but I can't, man. It's tu yapa, which means beautiful in the Hebrew, to sleep, man. So how can I wake up now, man? Okay, maybe it's not even 5 o'clock a.m. in the morning, maybe it is even 8, okay? You should wake up, not so late, okay? There's a scripture on be not the last one who basically wakes up, okay? If you, for example, sleeping at the house of a brother or whatever, and there's a reason for it, Also, there are more scriptures about what happens to you if you sleep too much, man. That's not tawab, man, which means good in the Hebrew. Okay? But however you want to see it, man. Okay? This is basically more about so how you gonna wake up, right? And if you call on the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, I, for example, this is a testimony, say Yahweh Shai give me power to wake up now, man. Sometimes I have to go to work and I really want to sleep, but I have to go to work, okay? Some brothers even just can't wake up, not waking up, but more standing up, of course, I mean, being woken, of course, but going from the sleeping position into the standing position. And this basically means, man, okay, that you have to basically carry yourself, man, okay, if you know what I mean, right? So that's what I do sometimes, even when, as I said, for some it is maybe enough, you know, being like, oh, I can wake up because I have to go to work, right? Because your inner mind or your heart somewhere tells you, I need to go to work because otherwise I wouldn't have food. Alright, so that's not what I mean. I mean when you really, you know, maybe you did a little longer or so in the night or whatever, you know. Depends, and also it's you know, it is sometimes not too. Sometimes you can't really change the fact, okay, that you did a little longer the night, and you know, you want to reach the 6 or 7, at least 7 hours of sleep. But it is maybe not 7 hours of sleep, you know, and you will, maybe sometimes it is even 4 to 3, man, and you be like, you know, shit, you know, how can I, you know, I'm woke, my eyes are open, okay, barely, okay, but how can I basically be like, you know, really on my feet, man. You see, so that's really a big step, okay, for most nights, and you know it yourself, right? So guess what you can do then, okay? And that's really, of course, serious, and that's why I call it that way, testimony, okay? Close your eyes and ask basically for power, man, okay? Allah, I believe it's Allah, the Hebrew word, okay? You may think of something, but we just go into the Hebrew. This has nothing to do, you know, with what some people may think if they hear this, okay? So it means basically Allah. So if you say like, oh Yahusha, give me some of your power, you better believe that you will wake up right at that moment, man. And this is the point where I close this lesson, because that was the point, okay? And with that, all praise to Yahweh, and shalom, shalom, shalom. We will see us in the next video. Hopefully you received some edification, okay? Because really this was one of my favorite testimonies at all time, man, okay? Because it really works every time, okay? Because sometimes you also have to think about what you received as a natural born people of Yahweh Shemashar. See, that's just what it is, man, and you know it yourself, man. Sometimes that gift is so big that you can't even comprehend, man, in your mind. You know, it doesn't fit really in your mind because it's too big, you know. I mean, just look in comparison, you know, just look how shit this is compared to what's coming, man. This is a quick example. Okay, so hopefully, as I said, you learned something out of this.